Every night, Alia walked this same lonely alley. The world outside bustled with neon lights and laughter. But here, everything felt muted, wrapped in shadows and secrets. Tonight, the cold bit a little deeper, and the wind seemed to whisper warnings she couldn't quite make out, swirling around her like unseen fingers. Her footsteps echoed sharply off the cracked pavement, bouncing back at her from the graffitied walls that seemed to close in tighter than before. As she neared the alley's end, a decayed house loomed into view, its silhouette jagged against the dim sky. Its windows were black, blind, except for one. A faint, flickering glow pulsed behind tattered curtains, casting eerie shapes. Alia's breath hitched, a sudden chill crawling up her spine. She'd never noticed that light before, never felt this uneasy. Suddenly, a curtain twitched, just slightly, as if someone or something was watching her. The hairs on her neck prickled, and she slowed, heart thudding wildly in her chest. Was it just her imagination, fed by the night and her own fears? Or was there truly a presence in that house, hidden behind the glass, marking her every move with unblinking eyes? Alia glanced quickly over her shoulder, but the alley was empty, silent except for the distant hum of the city. Still, she felt the weight of unseen eyes, heavy and relentless, tracking her from the window as she stood frozen in the flickering lamplight, caught between fear and curiosity. Alia's breath caught in her throat as the whisper curled through the dusk, wrapping around her like a cold mist. It was unmistakable. A voice, barely above the wind, calling her name. She spun around, searching for anyone in the empty street, but found only shadows. Her pulse quickened. She knew no one in this town. The voice, though, felt intimate, too close. Her gaze drifted back to the decrepit house before her, its windows staring like hollow eyes. Suddenly, her phone vibrated violently in her palm, the screen flickering to life without her touch. A message appeared, chilling in its simplicity. "Come inside." Alia's heart hammered as the porch light flickered in response, as if the house itself acknowledged her presence and beckoned her in. Logic screamed at her to run, but curiosity rooted her to the spot. The air felt charged, every hair on her arm standing alert. Was someone watching? Or was the house itself alive? She took a trembling step forward, unable to resist the pull of the unknown. The front door creaked open, uninvited, revealing only darkness within. Alia hesitated, the whisper echoing once more, daring her to cross the threshold, spilling cold, stale air into the dim gloom. Dust motes swirled in the single shaft of fading light, revealing a hallway frozen in time and neglect. Alia's cautious footsteps echoed softly on warped, creaking floorboards as she crept forward, her eyes drifting to faded family photos lining the peeling walls, smiling faces now blurred and distorted by age and dust. Suddenly, her gaze caught on a broken doll lying abandoned in the shadows. Its porcelain skin was cracked and chipped, one glassy eye missing, the other fixed on her with an unsettling, almost lifelike intensity. As Alia drew closer, the doll's head jerked slowly, the remaining eye eerily following her every move. A sudden chill swept through the air, whispering secrets long buried beneath years of silence. Alia's heart pounded fiercely as this oppressive silence pressed in around her, broken only by the faint, haunting sound of music. A lullaby, distant and warped, echoing faintly from deeper within the house. The doll's cracked lips seemed to curl into a knowing, sinister smile. In that moment, Alia realized the house was far from empty. Every forgotten toy, every faded photograph, held stories desperate to be told. And tonight, the house had chosen her to listen, to uncover the dark secrets lurking just beyond the shadows. Alia's footsteps echoed up the creaking staircase, each step swallowed by darkness. Her phone's flashlight quivered in her grip, casting flickering shadows that danced with every heartbeat. The air grew heavier, colder, as if the house itself was holding its breath. When she reached the landing, a faint, rhythmic breathing drifted from behind the last door on the right, soft, steady, and unmistakably real. Alia's heart hammered in her chest as she hesitated, then slowly pushed the door open. Inside, the room was small and strangely preserved, dust motes swirling in the narrow beam of her light. In the center stood a lonely wooden table, and atop it rested a single frame photograph. She stepped closer, breath catching in her throat. The photo showed a family, a mother with gentle, knowing eyes, a father's protective arm wrapped around her, and a little girl smiling shyly between them. Alia's hands trembled uncontrollably. The girl in the picture, same round cheeks, same dark hair, was her mirror image from childhood. She stared, unable to look away, as the air grew colder still and the breathing behind her grew louder, as if the house itself remembered her presence, whispering secrets long buried in its walls. The heavy door slammed shut behind Alia, plunging the room into an oppressive silence that pressed against her chest. Her heart pounded wildly as her eyes struggled to pierce the thick shadows. In the farthest corner, a faint silhouette began to emerge. A small girl, cloaked in darkness, her long hair falling like a veil over her face, hiding her features. Alia's breath hitched. She tried to scream, but no sound escaped her lips, stolen by a paralyzing fear. The shadow girl raised a trembling hand, pointing first at the old, dust-covered photograph resting on the mantel, then slowly turning her finger to point directly at Alia. Every instinct screamed for her to flee, but her legs remained frozen in place. The girl's voice, barely more than a whisper, slipped through the silence. "You came back. You finally came home." The words lingered, heavy with sorrow, regret, and accusation. Alia stumbled backward, her mind racing to understand. How could this shadow know her? A chilling realization settled deep within her. This was no mere ghost, but a fragment of a painful past, a memory warped by loss and longing, desperate for closure. The room seemed to shrink, the air growing colder, suffused with the weight of innocence lost, haunting the living, demanding answers from the one who had returned. The air thickens as Alia steps cautiously through the ruined house, every scorched wall whispering fragments of a childhood she thought was lost forever. Suddenly, vivid images surge, her younger self darting through sunlit rooms, laughter echoing like distant music. Then, the world shifts violently to red and black. Flames roar and consume everything in their path. Thick smoke billows, suffocating and choking the air. A desperate scream slices through the chaos. A girl, her best friend, trapped behind a collapsing door, pounding and crying out for help. The memory is sharp, merciless. Alia, frozen in terror, unable to move, fleeing as the fire devours her home, leaving her friend behind. Now, in the flickering gloom, the ghost emerges. Her face is half burned, eyes glistening with pain and betrayal. She steps closer, voice trembling with anguish. "Why did you leave me? Why did you run?" The truth crashes down. Alia didn't just lose a friend, she abandoned her in the worst moment. Guilt floods every corner of her soul, heavy and unrelenting. The ghost presence is no longer a mystery, but a mirror reflecting Alia's secret shame and sorrow. In this haunted place, past and present collide, demanding a reckoning long overdue. The ground trembles violently as the haunted house awakens in its final, furious act of torment. Alia stands frozen, heart pounding, as the walls flicker with phantom flames, ghostly echoes of the past inferno, replaying in cruel, vivid detail. Light bulbs explode overhead, showering shards of glass before plunging the room into suffocating darkness. Desperation surges through her veins as she lunges toward the door, only to find it has vanished without a trace. Every window is sealed by creeping shadows. Every hallway twists and loops endlessly, trapping her in the heart of the terror. Suddenly, a shrill, chilling giggle pierces the silence, a child's laughter echoing from the void. From the gloom, a small, icy hand reaches out and clasps hers tightly. The ghostly child's eyes burn with a haunting longing as it whispers, "Stay with me, forever." Alia struggles to pull away, but her strength drains rapidly, her will sapped by the house's ancient sorrow and relentless grip. The camera slowly drifts outside, revealing the house, once alive with Case, now eerily still. A solitary scream escapes from within, muffled by thick walls fading gradually into silence. The front window slams shut on its own accord. In a heartbeat, tranquility returns, erasing all evidence of the nightmare. The haunted house stands unchanged, quietly hiding its newest, darkest secret.